I I thought I would start this video off Red Panda style, like really silent for a good minute or two, but maybe I'll just start talking. Here is, since you commented, um, I'll maybe did you a favor and helped you out, give you some information on this video. But real quick, you have to suffer through an update introduction on the new setup where these are the server power supplies. I am right now running all 120 and I am full up, maxed out. The currently powered on power supplies at 120 volt can output pretty much no more power. I can power no more video cards with what I got. But I have right here 3 1400 watt to 20 volt power supplies.
Do you know I'm even here?
I do know you're here. What's your name?
Helena.
Helena.
Daddy, after you're done with this top part, can you please set the bounce house on the tower because Mom moved the tower in?
Okay.
To mow the lawn.
Okay, will do.
After your video.
Yes, after I'm done re-recording the video.
Yeah.
So
I love to be funny.
I love to interrupt too. I know. So this is the current setup with 2 rebtechs up here.
My sister Zoe is coming right now.
Yeah, there's Sister Zoe down there. So I need to go to 20 voltage, and this is a new rack. I've got the connectors here to go to 20. These are going to be swapped out for 3 to 20, 240, 200 plus voltage. Is what these will be swapped out for. I've got all the parts down here. A new panel. This one's been here for 10 plus, almost 15 years. And I have a new one. It's gonna be, hey, not climbing up there. Get back down, please. You get back down, miss. You get back down. So the point of suffering through all of this video, I'm not done. I'm still recording.
I said after you're done with that top part.
No, I gotta do this real quick. The point of suffering through this video is this right here. This is my third and last rebtech that I have right now that is powered off. Right, yeah, this is powered off. So let me power this on. I'm using a creature of my own creation. This adapter, these pins are all you have to do to get this thing to boot. There's all these like test adapter power supplies. The test adapter that you stick on the end of your ATX long power supply, I don't know why any of that's necessary, because this is all that you need to do to power on your PSU. Why don't they just make one of these smaller ones instead of the 24 pin more complicated one? Anyway, I have power on here. I have a SATA output, which is the same as a peripheral output. And then I have the VGA, that's in a VGA port over there. But that one is unused right now. What I'm going to do is power this on with the SATA and then these horrific, but for this purpose, it's not horrific for this purpose. One of these little SATA to PCIe 6 adapters, those guys. And the reason why this works is because it doesn't use all the pins, and some of these pins that are missing, or the way that this thing is wired up, it's only using the 12 volts. And the SATA can handle about 70-ish watts over this cable, and the reason why they get a bad reputation is when someone tries to run 150 watts through these cables, and then it melts them. But as long as you're safe, and you only run 70 watts, 74, there's some more precise number, but I'm just rounding down for safety. I'm already derating. It should be fine. So as long as this thing never like surges and stays above, how many? Yeah, that's watts. It's running 8 watts. Just sitting there idle. Sorry, that is the PSU itself spinning the fan. That's running 8 watts. So, sorry for this long video. I'm going to take this SATA adapter and plug it into the rebtech, and yep, over here, making a mess. Plug it into the rebtech, and the light should come on, and then we'll power it on, and we'll check and see how many watts this thing uses as it's powering up. It's got, on the back of this, I'll do it, so we're running about 40 watts And we're powering up a nice hash. This is still just even booting to the BIOS. I have no video cards on here on the back. The only peripherals I have are a USB drive, on the top there, a PC USB to Wi-Fi adapter on the bottom, and then this one is powering my HDMI to DisplayPort adapter. And booting all this, we never really surge above 50, so we're still in the safe SATA zone. We can still power this safely. And then I'm gonna spoil it for you here, where I've never seen this thing surge, never seen 60. It's always less than 60. So it is pretty safe to power the rebtech straight off of the SATA using these adapters that we normally throw away. So that should be all you need to do. This thing is just kind of slow. I'll just continue the video. You can stop watching now, or you can just, this is all one take stuff. I don't really believe in video editing. It'll just continue to sit here and run through booting up the sequence, and then there's no cards, but yeah, it might take a few more watts of processing power to do that, but this never goes above 60. And it's running pretty idle right now. That was screen just flashed. There we go. So more stuff on booting. And we're still sitting at like 36. And it'll drop down to even 25 and 20, and it just sits there. So I don't know yet what the steady state is of the kind of the rebtech alone with no cards through the kilowatt. All cards would be on a separate outlet that's unmetered right now. I just want to know what the rebtech power usage is. And it's rated, the CPU is rated for 50 watts, and that makes about sense. I have switched out for a Noctua fan, 40 millimeter wide, 20 millimeter high Noctua IFX or something like that fan, IFF, something like that. Pulse width, the PWM IFX, something or another. I found that on some Reddit article from the rebtech subreddit. So we're still sitting here fine with booted up, and it's just sitting here at 22 watts. So very safe on the SATA side. You can power this over the SATA. So thank you for suffering through the video. This is just a little test rig with a 3090 on it. To see a brand new one, if it came out of the box running just fine, running nice hash through Windows, running nice hash on Windows, so I can get the VRAM temperatures before I stick it up on the rack over there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have any more questions, I'm not a streamer for this mining stuff. If you have any questions, I'll try to shoot up a video. I am interested in getting this rebtech working on Windows, running 8 GPUs. There's a Reddit forum that we're discussing right now that I don't know if maybe you found my video. I don't know how you found my video. If you found it from searching Reddit and the link to my previous video that you started commenting on, or if you just a YouTube search for rebtech. But my goal is I can get Windows rebtech to boot on this using an SSD on 6 GPUs, be detected, but I haven't successfully mined from them yet. I'll have to remember what the limitation on that was. I think I moved on. I think I moved on, but I'm trying to get all 8 to work. Oh, the blocker was I ran out of virtual memory. That's what it was. The Windows was saying that, I think even on one of my previous videos, maybe I haven't uploaded that video. I'll do it to YouTube. I'll upload it also. Is the Windows says it's out of RAM, even though I have an 8 gigabyte RAM and I had a 64 gigabyte SSD. Only 50 of that SSD was free for Windows, and Windows ate up like 30 of it, so I only had like 20 actual free space. That I created a 16 gigabyte swap file to go with a 16 gigabyte physical RAM, and I still ran out of physical space. And someone on the Reddit forum says that on Windows you have to have 64 gigabytes of swap space for the T-Rex algorithms to work. For the nice hash quick miner to even work. So I have ordered a 256 gigabyte SSD, and I'm going to test a 16 gigabyte memory, which I do not expect it to detect anything more than 8. The CPU itself supports 16, but it's 16 gigs split over 2 channels of 8. This is a single channel, so I think there's a hard limit of 8 gigabytes per channel, but I don't know until I try. And so I'm going to see if the 16 gigabyte works on that slot, and or if that alone works, and or if combined with a 256 gigabyte SSD with a very large swap space for that, and if my errors go away. I'll upload that other video soon after this, and then I'll see if I can go get all 6 that I can get that far, and then I'll see if I can get past 6 beyond that. If I can't get past 6, then I'm probably just going to order a 4th.
Said this was going to be real quick.
No. Give me just a moment. If that doesn't work, then I'll probably order.
Like 3 times.
I know. Then I'll probably order a 4th rebtech, and I'll run 4 rebtechs at 6 cards each, instead of my intention was 3 rebtechs at 8 cards each, because I can only fit up there on the shelf. I can only fit 24 cards before I start running out of space. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there if you sat and watched this long. All right,